Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys my Speedroid deck profile for May 2016. I got a lot of requests for this deck, so I thought I'd finally bring you guys the deck profile. It's a really fun deck. The whole basis is to get off some fast synchro summons using the Speedroid monsters. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I run 3 Speedroid Terratop, probably the best card to implement summons in the deck. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card. When it's normal or special summon, you can add 1 Speedroid monster from your deck to your hand, except for Terratop. You can only use this effect once per turn. So you can grab a tuner. If you special summon it, normal summon the tuner, get a synchro summon off that way. Whatever you think would be fastest for this. You can also go for an exceed summon if need be. This card can just get off a lot of different plays. And I also run 3 Tekken Tomborg. If you control a wind monster, which the Speedroids are, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can tribute it to special summon 1 Speedroid tuner from your deck. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except wind monsters. You can only special summon Tekken Tomborg once per turn. So the wind effect makes you want to use a lot of wind monsters in your extra deck just so you have the plays. Sifting through your tuners is also nice, just because you can special summon this and Terratop and save for the tuner if you have it in your hand, or you can tribute this card for that effect. And I also run 3 Double Yo-Yo. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 level 3 or lower Speedroid in your graveyard, special summon it. So get back whatever you need resource-wise, whether it be a tuner or an additional monster for a summon. Double Yo-Yo really helps with that. They all have low attack points, but the synchro monsters you make help make up for that. And I also run 3 Menko, basically the battle fader for Speedroids. When your opponent's monster declares direct attack while this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card in attack position. If you do, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls to defense position. So not so much a skip effect. They can still activate like Call the Haunted or something like that, but the defense effect is pretty cool. And I also run 2 red-eyed dice. Might bump it up to 3. Been playing 2 of this and 2 Den Daiko Duke. I like that how it is. When this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 Speedroid monster you control except for red-eyed dice. Declare a level from 1 to 6 and it becomes that level. So you can make Clear Wing pretty easy with this play, depending like if you target Terratop or whatever. Adjust for a level for a bigger monster like Mistworm even maybe. And I also run 2 Den Daiko Duke, the new tuner from Shining Victories. You can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon 1 Speedroid tuner from your hand or graveyard. Except for Den Daiko Duke, you only use the effect of Den Daiko Duke, love saying that name, once per turn. Level 3 tuner, which is good. Adjusting the plays, like 3/3/3 is good for your Mistworm, since Mistworm is a wind monster. You can banish it to get off additional summons of the tuner monsters after you use it, so also more plays to go with there. And I also run 2 Tri-Eye dice. I like him for the graveyard effect. During your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from your graveyard to negate the next attack from a monster, and it's a quick effect, so you can respond like that during their turn for getting rid of the big hit monster plays. And to finish off the Speedroids, I run 1 Ohaji Kid. The special summon effect for the tuner from either player's graveyard really is cool for plays. And then you synchro summon immediately after it resolves 1 wind synchro monster using the monster and this card only. So different plays, level 3 machine monster with the tuner that you use. Just make sure you have the cards to go for with that play. And I also run 3 Max Z just to help with the draw power. That's the biggest thing with this deck. You can get your plays off, but draw power is another story. You don't really keep hand consistency too well, so Max Z helps with that. And now we'll move on to spells. I run 3 Speed Recovery, only have 2 sadly, no clue where I put my last one. Target 1 Speedroid monster in your graveyard, special summon it during your main phase. Except during the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Speedroid monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So reuse Terratops or whatever you need for your resources with this card. And I also run 2 Shock Surprise. Pop ability, you banish up to 2 Speedroids in your graveyard, then target that many monsters on the field, destroy them. So pop 2 monsters that are kind of annoying on the field, used a couple times against some Monarch monsters, getting rid of some unnecessary problems. And 2 Iron Call, just for additional special summons of machine monsters. A level 4 or lower in your graveyard, special summon it. Its effects are negated, but nonetheless you'll get that resource you need. And 3 Twin Twisters. I like 3 just because you could discard cards like Tri-Eye Dice or Den Daiko and get their effects off in the graveyard later on, along with the pop abilities. And 1 1-for-1 for the Red-Eyed Dice. Also 1 Regeki, 1 limiter removal, and 1 soul charge for extra special summon power. And then for the traps, I run 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Bottomless, and 2 Call the Haunted. I would replace the Bottomless with a Solemn Strike if I did have one. And then we'll move on to the extra deck. I run 1 High Speedroid Chambara. This card with limiter removal can really go for the OTKs because it can attack twice. It can make a second attack, like I stated, and it gains 200 attack at the start of the damage step if it battles. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one of your banished Speedroid cards, add to your hand. You can only use Special Summon Chambara once per turn. Would probably run a second one if I had one, just got one at the moment though. 1 High Speedroid Puzzle. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a special summon monster, you can make this card's attack become double, putting it at 2600. And if this card's in the graveyard, you can banish the synchro summon card was there from the field to the turn. You can target 1 Speedroid monster in your graveyard except for Puzzle and add it to your hand. So a little replenish ability, level 4, so it's also easy to make. And I also run 1 High Gyota. During either player's turn, you can tribute this card to increase the level of all monsters you currently control by 1 until the end of the turn, so you can get off some big plays with that. And you can special summon this card, and also you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except for wind monsters. You can only use the effect of Hygota once per turn. I would run Kendama. Just don't have it at the moment, so for that, I'm just subbing in 1 Star Eater for now, just for different level plays. And I also run 1 Hastor, 1 Librarian, 1 Armades, 1 Goyo, also 1 Clearing, 1 Crystal Wing, 1 Black Rose, Mistworm over Trish in this deck just for your win plays, also why I run Stardust Dragon. And for Exceed monsters, I run 1 Leviair and 1 Totem Bird. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira, twig out.